Restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are all alive. Divine encounters, our life's design. Thank you for being here in Divine Encounters. I am your host, the Oracle of Apollo, and I have a great story time episode for you today where we're going to be talking about a divine intervention by no one else other than Angello Adrien, fiction author, Reiki master teacher, IET practitioner. And stay until the end of the broadcast, of course, when we do together a interactive intuition building exercise together, and as well as our good news for today. And we have at the end, what is it? Our good news, our intuition exercise, and of course, today is your midweek check-in, duh. And if you didn't know, now you know. Midweek check-in, we're going to see what blessing predictions are in store for the rest of your week after our story time. Hi, everyone. Comment below here and let me know that you're here. Woo, so excited to be here. And of course, I will be reading all of your comments at the end of the segment. And because I can channel information as an oracle, I would choose one person from the comment section who has shared this live stream or this replay, and then take your comment and answer it for you. So you have a chance to win an opportunity to get a free answer, a psychic answer for one of your questions. Ba, 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 ba. And here we go. Coming on now, the one, the only, Mr. Angello Adrien. But I guess he needed to grab some books. So let's just wait for him, I guess. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were at.
Hello, hello. I'm here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So we actually, letting you guys know, we actually pre-filmed this segment a few days ago because I thought I wouldn't have internet. And I reached out to Angela, who also had time tonight, and I was like, listen, let's do this live so that we can interact with the people at home. Hello, April. Thank you for being here. So we can interact with the people at home and really so they can get their value. And I'm actually in Wisconsin right now, guys. I'm traveling the Midwest. We just came from Davie, Illinois, and I'm in Wisconsin. It's pretty green here. I'm having a good time. And internet is very scarce here on the countryside, so I'm just glad. I'm just glad to be here. I'm trying to make it work. You see that we don't even have our normal studio stuff. I kind of just have this little tray table outside in people's gardens today. So I hope everything goes well. So Angelo, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Hello, my name is Angello Adrien. I am a Reiki practitioner and master. I am also an IET practitioner. I am a published author. I have published, I believe, 5 books on Amazon. I am also an artist. I sing whenever I get the chance.
And you do what? What do you do when you get the chance? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I sing whenever I get the chance. Sing and
okay,
draw.
if you're guilty of singing, go ahead, raise your hand, throw some hearts up on the screen. It doesn't matter if you're in the shower. It doesn't matter if you're doing it when you're alone, but if you're an at-home singer, let's see some hearts and some thumbs up on that screen.
It
because I know I am.
And in my normal job, I deal with people and everyday people, everyday life. So it really gives me a broad area of how people interact in their normal life, especially what is going on right now. So it really gives you or a sense of being empathic to people. So
Right,
yeah.
right. Well, thank you for being here, and I can't wait to hear about your extraordinary, supernatural, paranormal, divine encounter story time. But first, the good news. Today's card of the day is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is intelligent and quick. She values clarity and truth above all else, recognizing them as the only way to understand the depth and complexity of a situation. The Queen has an innate ability to see the root of a problem and can resolve it quickly with her eloquent and poignant words. The Queen is shown flying through the air, a floating head and winged sword. Her mind is her key asset. Channel the Queen of Swords as you cut through the root of all your problems. Be direct in your conversations and actions. Try not to worry about hurting someone's feelings, as sometimes the truth can hurt. Be confident that the truth will bring positive change for everyone. Well, I guess a lot of us are getting clarity this week with that Queen of Swords coming in. How do you feel about
Amen.
that, Angelo?
I think it's definitely resonate, especially it's a time for people to be honest with themselves, but also
Yeah,
be gentle of how you speak your word pretty much because word has do have power, not just to yourself, but to people who are involved, but also with the universe because the universe hear your every thought and every
exactly.
language you speak to. So it's time to be a little bit gentle of how you say it, even though you're speaking
Yes,
the truth, but be
yes.
gentle of how you speak it, pretty
We can
much.
wield a sword made of steel that is sharp and wield it with such compassion. And we can wield it with such grace that it doesn't have to cut. You know, it can be delicate as it flows through the air and reaches target. So definitely
Absolutely.
I really resonated the Queen of Swords today. So Angelo, let's jump into your story time because everyone here, of course, is here for they're here for the story. Story time, y'all. So
Story
I'm gonna
time.
let you
Yes,
lead us
yes.
into that.
So this happened when I was quite young. It's an intervention, but also really opened my connection with specifically one angel. Which is the angel Gabriel,
Okay.
which has been with me throughout my lifetime. Um, so back when I was young, I'm from the island. So I was born and raised there. I
What
was
island?
Haiti.
Okay.
So I was pretty much a very curious and clumsy child. I knew there was more to life what's happening because I grew up in a Catholic family, so everything was very structured. You know, this is what it is, this is what you do. But my mind was just more. You know, there is more to life than just this. So I was
Right.
very curious, despite my clumsiness, which thank universe for tolerating me. So yes, yeah. Because in my mind I'm thinking I'm this 5 foot person when I'm actually very tall.
Right.
Uh, so the mirror always show me the truth. It doesn't lie, unfortunately. So I was at my neighbor's house where she sells a lot of candies and sweet, pretty much very little everyday stuff and a
Okay.
Caribbean child would eat. But what she has a little own garden and stuff where she grew flower, vegetable, fruits. A very common thing you find in a very normal Caribbean house. But she also have this wall of thorn that she put around her garden to protect the flowers and the fruit from intruders like animals, but also people who want to like snatch one. So they were extremely tall, extremely dangerous because they're not green; they're very dry. So the drier they are, the very potent they are to prick you. So people were very careful. when they visit her house. Like they know it's 6 feet apart away from it. Me, I didn't.
So they were social distancing this thorn wall of thorns.
Yes, if you could thank the Wall of Thorn and Sleeping Beauty when Maleficent casts his spell. So it's like that, but in a smaller broad.
Okay, I can picture that. I think most people can picture that.
So yes, yes. So I was even that I know that I'm supposed to stay away from it. So I was there eating my candy, sitting away from it. But on that particular day, for some reason, I did not listen to my gut feeling that something was gonna happen. So I am, eyes normal. I say good morning respectfully. I got my candies, and I'm sitting on this bench, which the house, all house have like an outside patio. So I'm sitting on this bench, who is like away from the wall, but close enough to the wall of thorn. So instead of me sitting in the middle, to give you more momentum, as any
Right?
normal people should, I happen to sit
Momentum
on
for
the
what?
to basically support your weight, like level it like that.
Okay.
But I happen to sit at the edge of the bench, a very small wooden bench, very normal stuff you find in the household. But unfortunately, I'm a very heavy person, which really tall, so that did not sit well with me. As I'm sitting there, just everything seemed to be happening so fast, so fast, but yet slow at the same time. You just time just like slow down. The bench just like slightly bench over, and I slide over and I fall on my back directly in the wall of thorn. Uh, so yeah, so mind you, it's a very hot summer day in the Caribbean. So basically, you wear no shirt, you wear sandals. So pretty much most of your skin was very exposed. So you can imagine, yeah, the feeling of that. So I'm sure everyone is like really got the feeling when a thorn prick your skin. It's not a very good feeling to say.
Oh my gosh. April says, I can picture that. All the neighbors should have a candy lady. And I agree. All the
They
neighbors should
should.
have a candy lady. But you know what?
They
If
should.
you don't, you should be the candy
You
lady.
should be. Yes,
Let's
you
just make
should.
this happen in every neighborhood, please. And Philly Doug says, ouch.
Extremely ouch. Yes, so ouch. So
Oh
I
man.
so I fall back first into the thorn. So it's a very high momentum because the pad is very high. So me falling down was not an easy landing. So it's very heavy. So all my body weight just fall in it. So
Wow.
I am like in complete shock. I am
Amazing.
stunned,
Of course.
and I should be in, I'm guessing, in a panic mode. But for some reason this calmness just came over me and completely, almost like I was heavily sedated, but not really, because I
Hmm.
can see the people just running in panic because I made a very loud noise. Like, so everybody just
You,
turn
so you
around,
hit with like a thud. That's how you
a
know you hit
thud,
something hard. Because
like
if there's a
really
thud
hard.
happening, you're hitting with force.
Yes, like complete momentum. So everybody just turn around, and I could hear gasping, panicking, people screaming like, "What's going on? What happened? Angela fall into the thorn. Angela!" Everybody
Wow.
just running, and I'm like sitting like this and looking up. Everybody just like in this panic mode. But whatever presence was around me was very cool, calm,
Mm,
collected, almost like the feeling when you open a freezer in a very hot summer day and the
okay.
coolness just came over your face, just really calmed me down. So that's how I was feeling because I feel
How do you know there was a presence around you?
because I should be panicking mode, but for some reason the whatever presence was in my mind, not directly speaking to me, but also almost like throwing thought in my mind to stay very calm, to stay very calm. It almost like someone was putting their arm around me, protecting me from the thorn prickling at my back because I could feel every thorn prickle at my back and I should be bleeding, but I was not. I can only feel the sensation of being pricked, but I didn't feel any pain. I should be feeling that. I should be
Hmm.
in extreme, excruciating pain. I should be bleeding in every from the
So
back of my head.
you recognize these thoughts as thoughts that were not your own thoughts, but thoughts that were placed into you?
Yes, absolutely. Because I should be panicking as the people around me, but
Would it
to
have been in your
me,
nature to panic during something like that?
oh yes, absolutely. Because everybody know that the thorn is dangerous, and you
Right.
falling into it should like easily, quickly get out as fast as you can before any thorn fall on your skin. But where I fall, the whole ground was littered with thorns, so
Right.
walking was not an issue.
And
That was
you were just able to really just come out okay then. Wow. And what
yes.
did other people say about this miraculous moment where you fell into this huge wall of dry, sharp thorns and came out unscathed?
Unfortunately, they didn't believe me. They thought it was just I was clumsy, and they thought maybe I didn't fall heavy enough, so that's why the thorn didn't
Mm,
prick me enough. I was a small child, maybe that's why nothing happened. So, but I remember the distinct panic look on their face, shocking because it was very like dangerous, but. Um, I should have been feeding to the panic mode almost like, but I didn't because, like I said, the presence around me was very protective. And when I told him what happened, I say, I feel fine. I could feel the thorn poking at my back and my neck, but I should have been, hurt, but I didn't because I feel, there was a miracle happening. So unfortunately, they look at me like I was, having two head
right.
because I was
James
speaking
here
nonsense.
says the calmness is real. The divine is cool like a cucumber.
Yeah, that's really
And
cool.
that's true. When we're getting into that situation where we should be panicking, I say should because, air quotes, not that you should be panicking, but when it's natural for us to panic or it's the normal reaction or how we're used to dealing with things, and you have that overwhelming sense of clarity, overwhelming sense of calm, and a knowing that everything's fine. And in your
Yeah,
case, there was no pain. And
there was
people
no
here
pain.
might be watching this and going, okay, well, this doesn't sound that substantial, but isn't it though? So, how did this shift your perspective on life? Because obviously, you're a grown man now, you're not 9 years old, and this story is still holding true to you. So, what do you feel
Yes.
like? Why or how do you feel like this story shifted you or changed you in who you've become today?
It really opened my possibility to do is more because when this happened, when people think that I was making it up, it's almost like I was putting wall around myself to believe maybe what I was feeling, maybe the presence around me was not real, maybe my mind was just making it up, maybe I was being silly. So
Right.
but it's almost like no, because as this happened, it just my dream, my intuition became more vivid, more vibrant, to make that make sense. Color was so much brighter.
Wow.
The
So
normal
there was a shift in your paradigm all over, it sounds like.
Absolutely, yes. The stuff that any normal kid should do, I didn't. I was the loner. My head was in much more book because I wanted to learn more of whom and what presents are these, and
Right.
every culture and every civilization, every modern time, there's always strange stuff happening. So instead of me playing, like I was to before, I was much more going to the library or the bookstore, rent book, and just reading more into those this
So it
all the
sounds
worldly
like,
presence.
would you say it's fair to say this was like a catalyst of seeking, a catalyst for, wait a minute, although other people have said this is not really what my experience was about, it challenged your reality to the point where you needed to discover for your own self, is this what I'm feeling? Is it valid? Is it real? Does it have weight?
Yes,
Does it have substance?
yes, it really
Wow,
pushed
there's a
me to
question
learn
here from
more.
you from one of the viewers.
Oh,
And April says, do you still feel the protective and loving hug shield?
yes, yes, I do. Pig, if I can go a little bit later, so as we in my adult life, as I begin to reconnect with my spiritual self, if that makes sense. Because we always go through this phase I call the dark night of the soul, when your life going to circle, this couple bump on the road, and you don't know where to go, but you started to reconnect with that feeling. And as I started to reconnect with angels, so the one angel energy that I feel was around me was the angel Gabriel, and I connect more with his masculine energy. And I felt the same sensation of sorry, of coolness and calmness that
Mm,
really re-trigger my memory. And the vision that came into my mind was me in the thorn bush, like really like dazed, but still feeling the sensation. And it was
mhm.
like, oh my God, that was you on that day. That was you. I couldn't pinpoint it, but that was you. And then I guess it almost like
Wow.
gave me this really ding kind of feeling, like ding, ding, ding.
It was a breakthrough. Everything just connected for you in that moment, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's almost like Jimin's just put the plug in, and then the Christmas light was just like turned back on. It was just like, wow, like mind blown.
Can you say breakthrough?
Breakthrough.
Can you say breakthrough? Is there anyone have any more questions for Angelo here? Angelo, tell us a little bit about where people can reach you while people are thinking of questions they may want to ask you.
Yes, I have. You can reach my Instagram page, which is called Luna Awakening. You can also email me, which is angelaadrian@gmail.com. Also, I have a couple pages on Facebook. If you type my full name, you can see them all popping in, and I am always free and available to answer message as best as I can be, because I do other stuff too.
Yeah. Uh, Philly Doug asked, did you ever go back to that spot after that happened?
I have. I definitely have. I've been more, not right now, but back in when I was before I moved to the States. So I've been a little more careful, but I try to almost like retrace my step of what really happened and see how far I have fallen, how dangerous it could have been. I could have not even like get pricked by the thorn, but I could have break an arm and a leg. I could have snapped my neck, but it just really like wow, I could have been not alive today because of how tall how far I fall into this dangerous thorn. Unfortunately,
Do you feel like this was a lesson? Like this was a life lesson you learned here? Because to me it sounds like it really shifted your whole life.
it definitely did. It definitely really make me like learn something about myself, but also really almost like pave the road to my spiritual path, but also to the trial and tribulation that I have gone through, to the many bumps in the road. And this particular experience was almost like a light of hope in the dark when I'm feeling really down and really feeling maybe I'm making this up, maybe this is not real. And the
Right.
memory, the sensation, and the presence of Archangel Gabriel always around me, because almost to remind me, because I feel like it's almost like the energy of hope to remind me, like you will just being of starlight, having a human experience. So human go through so many shifts and change in our
Right.
lives. So when you're feeling down, because sometimes you do get down, but always to remind yourself to always get back up, because the light of hope is always there
A light
at
of
the end of
hope.
the tunnel. So hope is a very powerful feeling, a very powerful energy. Like it's the equivalent of love.
Yeah, it is. It is. So do you feel like why are you sharing your story today with everyone? Because this, although it sounds very simplistic, it is very deep. So why did you feel like you needed to share this story out of so many other stories that you do have? And for those of you at home who don't know, I actually know Angelo We're very good friends, and I was very interested to know why he picked this story.
Yeah, I do have many many story, but I feel this one was much more precious because it didn't happen when I was an adult, when I have much more of the knowledge of what's happening around, but I was just a child who, instead of, playing and, every normal child does, it was very precious to me. But I wanted people to know, although it's very simple, miracle doesn't have to be any grand gesture. It doesn't have to be the size of
Right.
the Statue of Liberty. It can be as small as the grain of salt, but it's still a miracle. It still hold a very deep and powerful impact in your life, and then almost like it's like a tiny firefly coming together to create this giant ephemeral structure. So each miracle is very precious. It's very beautiful. So although there's a it's very simple, behind that simplicity of happening there's a more deeper layer of time of thing, because it really helped me shift my awareness, my thinking, and almost really helped me to dig deeper into the knowledge of what's happening around us, that we are not alone, that angels are always around us in every aspect of our everyday life, no matter what we do, whether we sleeping, breathing, eating, interacting. They were always present, always almost guiding us away from danger. Oh, hello. I think I'm by myself. Okay, the host is gone.
Oh, here we
I
are again. We're back.
was like, oh.
The internet connection, the internet left
Uh-oh.
here. I mean, I did say I was in the countryside, right?
I was giving this really awkward smile, like,
What happened? Well, Angela, thank you for being here with us and giving us that story.
thank you
Let's
for
go ahead
having
now
me.
and do our, let's see, bum bum bum. I think we should do our divine experience moments. Yes. And if you are just tuning in and you haven't done our divine experience moment, now is the time to close your eyes, because when I come back from our clip, we're going to have 1 minute of energy, and all you have to do is receive. So here we go. Divine encounters align. Divine encounters, our life's design. And everyone at home, your eyes should be closed now. Take your breath in, let it out, and I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now. And I'm going to be transmitting energy for exactly 1 minute. You're going to just be breathing in and feel that beautiful golden light coming in from your crown chakra. Send that all the way down to the ground, down, down, down into the ground. And as you breathe back in, it comes back up again. And then shoots up again through your crown chakra, the top of your head, and makes its way back down through your body. And it continues to flood you with light, and it continues to flood you with energy. And just let this energy come into you. Don't think about it. We're only here for 1 minute, and all you have to do is breathe. And continue to breathe in and let go of all the stress of the day. Breathing in confidence, self love, strength. And on the exhale, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes and opening your eyes, coming back to center and just being here. And if this is your first time receiving energy work, I would love to know about it, but also share anything you felt in the comments. April said about your story, it was so comforting and powerful to know you always have them with you. And I feel like this is why we're doing this show, right? Is to let you guys know at home you're being supported, you're being guided, you're not alone. They're watching you, and all you have to do is ask, and they will be there with you, and they will help you, and they will assist you.
Absolutely. They're always with you, no matter what.
Yes.
Just have to allow them to help you.
You have to allow them to help you. It doesn't matter. Anybody can provide something for you, but if you're not willing to receive the gift, to receive the blessing, then you're just going to oversight it.
Yes.
You have to be prepared for it. All right, Angelo. So, what did you feel from your 1 minute divine experience?
I feel I was under like in a grove surrounded by trees and this
In the
this
grove.
in a grove. I soon as I closed my eyes, it was like forest and grass and trees, and I'm sitting in the middle of the grove, and this golden light almost like come around me like a sun ray or moon ray, and I felt this really warm and comforting energy around me. Like even though the way I was alone and but I feel like comfortable, I feel protected, I feel surrounded with love and courage and strength. So it felt good.
Wow. That was a lot for 1 minute. It really was. That's how you know that was good. So for me, for that minute, I felt a lot of energy in my back and a lot of releasing from my stomach area. So that felt really nice. And I'm actually standing on the grass, so I feel very grounded right now.
Yeah, that makes sense totally.
Yeah, I feel very, very grounded. Let's see. So now jumping into our game of the day, because I know everybody's so excited about our game of the day. And of course, stay tuned for after our game of the day so I can give you guys your mid-week check-in. Angelo, so how are you feeling about getting challenged here for our game of the day? And you're going to have to guess. You're going to have to guess and use your intuitive abilities which direction I'm going to take. And your options will be shown on the screen. And then before I answer, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video, get your answer, and then you guys at home can type your answer into the comment section. And if you guys win, you'll win a one-of-a-kind, best manufactured, highest grade, social distancing high five that money can buy.
Wow.
Exclusively here on Divine Encounters.
All
So
right then.
here we go. Okay, so your options are, am I going to take the left path or am I going to take the right path? Go ahead, take a moment here. Take a moment. All of you guys at home, in the comment section, you just saw the video play, little clip. You just have to choose left or right. Choose now.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with right.
Okay. What do you guys say at home? Let's see what's happening here. Okay, we have left. Philly Doug says left. And April Smith also says left. So we have two lefts here. Let's see if you guys have it right. Da, da, da. Good luck.
I am the oracle of the Lord. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow.
So about listen, there are no losers on Divine Encounters, only non-winners. So give yourselves all a pat on the back, and you all did fantastic. There are no losers. How do you feel that went for you, Angelo? Alyssa came on here and said left. Everyone here said left. Every single person watching said left. We did not get anyone to say right. That's good. I don't know why
I
that happened.
I
I don't
was
know
I was
why.
just like I was like, oh, I think I won.
I don't even know
I
how that
thought,
happened
yeah,
at
I thought it
all.
was gonna be left. I really thought it was gonna be left.
So we surprised everyone. Everyone, thank you for trying though. Thank you for trying. So let's see now. Remember to ask your questions right here in the comment section and win a chance to have your question answered by me, the Oracle, on our next live broadcast, which is 7 p.m. Sunday evening Eastern Time. And I will bring you your weekly horoscope blessing predictions for the week. And that's for all signs on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. And Angelo, you can be reached at angeloadrian@gmail.com. And tell us a little bit about your book, Angelo.
I am a fictional writer. So my book is very feel like CSI and detective work with a dash of supernatural. So that's one of my book, and I have it with me. You can see the pictures. Very inviting. So it take place in Philadelphia only because I wanted to put Philadelphia on the spot because I read a lot of book that inspired me to write that genre of fiction. It's always take place in other cities, where you're at, Wisconsin, Virginia, LA, New York, other place, but never in Philadelphia. And I was just like, you know what, this is pretty cool place in Philadelphia to have some really good, exciting, thrilling stories. So
Mm-hmm.
I travel Philly a lot. I got lost a
So
lot,
what's
but
your what is the whole premise on this book? And where can we buy it?
you can get it on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and any other place that sell book. It's both an ebook, if you have Kindles, iPad, and it's also on paperback. If you like vampire, werewolf, detective work, chasing, and romance, it is for you. You will enjoy it, and all the people that read it so far really, really do like it. So it will bring you great joy if you read a couple pages.
And then tell us one more time, what is the name of the book?
Oh, sorry. It is Heart of Darkness, a Valentino Celestine mystery. Book one.
Book one. Is
I
that
can
the
bring it
only?
closer. Oh no, I have other book also. That's just book one of the series, but I have another one also that take place in Greece. I have this one also. It's called Spellbound. You can see the very Grecian design in the background. It takes place in the island of Skopelos in Greece. It's a very internal journey of a young man goes through to discover himself. But also this, I also wrote the story about the Gorgon Medusa.
Okay.
Her site, her. We all know her story, but also her experience through her eyes, what really happened. So I thought that was really interesting. I'm very fascinated by her, so I thought that was a really good story to
She's a
write about
fascinating
because
character.
she's just very mysterious, and we all know what happened to her. What she does, but what is her side of the story? How does she feel about this? So I wrote a story about her also, and I wrote about the ancient city of Atlantis, past life, reincarnation. So all those, it's a melting pot of stories, which I like.
Well, thank you for that. All
Thank
right, so
you.
let's get into the midweek check-in now for all sands, the collective midweek check-in. And if you're watching this and you're ready to see what the rest of the week has, today is hump day. Go ahead and share this on your feed. Share this to a friend's wall. Share this to your enemy's wall, because you know what? Even your enemies deserve blessings from the angels.
That is true.
That is so true. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Can we put you back here? All right. Fantastic. So let's get with the get down. What you came to see. Hello everyone. Are you excited for your midweek check-in? Of course you are. This is where you're going to get your blessings and predictions for all horoscopes. This is for the collective energy of the rest of the week. So let's get shuffling here. Whoop, we got one. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to see what your blessings are, the recent past, challenges, and current energies, and moving forward is what I'm going to check here for today. So let's see. We have Angel Daniel blessing us with homecoming. Angel Ariel blessing us with unity. I'm just waiting for that third to fall out here. And we have Angel Celestina blessing us with creativity. Okay, so let's see. We have Angel Daniel. Boom, boom. Angel Daniel. So we feel like we're coming in essentially back into ourselves, back into a sense of being whole, back into who we are meant to be, our most authentic sense of self. For some of you guys, this blessing may be creating a space that is like a home away from home, or actually renovating your actual home. For some of you, it is renovating your emotional home, taking emotional inventory, and then creating a space where you feel kind enough to welcome others into, allowing your heart space to be expanded and to be expressed and to be unified with the hearts of others, allowing others into your space, creating a home within yourself, feeling like a home with other people. And you're going to do this in a creative way. You don't have to do this in the way everyone else has to. You may be a person that's takes the unbeaten path, so to speak, as they say, right? You're maybe the type of person that other people kind of put you in this little box of unusual or a dreamer or artistic. I feel like we're all right now transitioning. And when I did the collective blessing, the horoscope blessings on Sunday night, I saw a lot of forgiveness happening this week for everybody. But the card that's falling out now is learning experience. And when we're in that wobble, when we're unsure why things are happening, and we have to sit in that seat of hope that things are coming out for the greatest and highest good, that is because right there in that moment, we're being tested to see if we can apply the things that have already been taught to us to this point. So this is what this energy is coming in. It's a learning experience, they're saying. Why? So that we can have higher education. We're going to be applying this learning experience as higher education because this is wisdom, essentially. When we apply something that we've already known into our lives and create results, this is wisdom. This is the experience of wisdom. And just like here, where you have that unity, that creativity, that homecoming, you have generosity. When we can find that beautiful place within ourselves, that compassionate, loving place for ourselves, and we can be at home in our own skin, at home in our own flesh and bone, which many of us don't feel like they feel like they're aliens. It's going to allow us to really interpret this as an expanded heart space. And it's going to be a natural side effect. This generosity is just going to be a natural side effect that is going to be from that expanded heart space that now is wiser, that has gone through the learning experience. I have cards falling all over the place. And they're falling in bushes. And we're looking here, emotions, right? We talked about that homecoming. This is the inner house. This is the inner house. Have you cleaned your windows? Are you looking out of your house, judging other people's line of laundry hanging through dirty windows and assuming that really what's up there is dirty laundry and not dirty windows? Clean your windows. See the outside for what it is, beautiful, magnificent. It is there for you to partake in. It is there for you to Be in. Let it engulf you so that it can elevate you. Okay. Let's see what's happening past, present, and past, current energies, and future energies. And it's getting kind of dark here now. It's getting kind of dark. Let's see. Coming with the past energies. Okay, the past energies are the Empress card. There is something here inside of us that was looking to be birthed, that was looking to be seen, that was looking to be expressed creatively, passionately. Okay, we have the Empress card here. And then the current energy now is the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the whole deck. The Sun illuminates. The Sun gives you power. The Sun gives you radiance. The Sun allows you to see your path clearly, which makes for interesting connection to the opening card today, because our card of the day was the Queen of Swords, which was seeing things clearly. And not only do you see things clearly, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about independence. We can pay our own bills. We can be self-sufficient. We can be self-sustained. So if you're looking for an answer this week, guys, as far as how your week's going to go, look at this. Bringing forth those things that matter to you as the Empress to the forefront is bringing you to a place of happiness, of clarity, of momentum. So that way you can finally get to your place of independence and self-sufficiency. Let's go ahead now and just clarify. Let's clarify the Empress here. Okay, so clarifying the Empress, we have to stop spending money like it's on fire. We have to be able to recognize where our money is going and the value that our money has, okay? Because I feel like we're going to be able to invest this money into something. We have the King of Wands here. We're going to be able to invest in something very positive, very passionate. We'll be very clear on it, and we're going to have the help. We're going to have the partnerships. It's like a coming together, okay? There's a coming together here. So it's like you're trying to make something happen for yourself, and it's saying invest your money, but don't waste your money, okay? Be confident. Recognize that this is valuable or that's not valuable. When you use your money, spend it wisely. Don't hold on to your money too tightly, because it makes you stingy, and what it does is it stagnates the energy around you. Money needs to also be spent. Hold on to it too tight and you'll never receive more of it. So you allow yourself to walk into that happiness card by having an even amount of give and take. You owe someone, pay them. People owe you, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. How is that going? Reach out, because you'll be seeing that the balance is being restored as long as you are forthright and putting your own balance and your own efforts in. Falling out now for the Sun card, you have the Chariot card, which is representation. Actually, it's another card that shows heat in it. It's moving forward, wrangling in opposing forces, and being able to now focus on a direction and then making your moves towards that direction. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands happening here. A lot of things coming in at once. So right now it's this time of happiness. You're birthing something which has now come to pass, or you're in the process of that. That happiness is going to be here. That movement is going to be here. It's all going to be happening at once. Delays are over. Look at this. Look at this card that just came up. The 10 of Cups. Delays are over. Happiness is here. It almost looks like where I'm at. Look at this little path of green. Happiness is here. Your cups runneth over. They overfloweth with love, with passion, with creativity. We see that beautiful rainbow in the background. It's a serene background. The two people are holding each other here. And then coming into that future independence position, let's see for the outcome of in this midweek check-in today. And we've had already so many blessings. Okay. Be just in your decisions. So if you really want that balance to be within your life and hold that key to your own independence, it's all about making decisions. Be just, be fair, be real, be honest. Don't try to justify the past because you've been through it, all right? Your path of being through it does not allow you to be unfair or unjust to other people. So be that real beacon of hope and that real beacon where people can trust you and know what your word is worth, and watch you turn into that Queen of Pentacles. Look how beautiful this card is. You're starting off this future position with the Independence card and then coming into that full Queen of Pentacles. Who does not want to be the Queen of Pentacles? You see her looking at that? She's absolutely in love with luxury. She is surrounded by all finery, and everything looks like it's just coming up for her. And if you look at her background, she's somewhere far away in exotic places. So I feel like this is also indicative of traveling, as well as a Chariot card is also an indication of traveling. So if you're looking for an answer if traveling for you is safe this week, I'm going to say that with this midweek check-in that it is. So that's what I have for us today for your midweek check-in. How do you feel about that, Angelo? Thank you, everybody.
It's
How do
extremely
you guys feel about that?
resonate because I actually, before we start, actually like put two card, and what you're saying completely resonate with one, because the first card that we pulled was Archangel Michael, which is trusting in the heavenly work that you are
Yes.
protected and release it. But also you got Green Tara, which is the color green, the color of money, which you just speak of. Like spend your money, but also spend it so you can get more money into your pocket, but also you also
Spend
protect
it
it.
wisely.
Spend it wisely and speak your truth, because cords have been cut, but also you shifting that energy away to bring new awareness into your life, become the Queen of Pentacle, as you put it. So I thought that was like extremely resonant. I was just like, oh my god, I really just speak that as you like really in sync about it. So it strongly resonate with me. So a lot of work needs to be done, but you are going to be all right because you are protected, and bring new abundance into your life. To be honest, wear more
Yes.
green. Green is the color
Yes.
of wealth.
Green is the color of wealth. Wear citrine, wear yellow as well. And be just. See where you can bring balance back into your life and just be that. Just be the balance that you want to be back into your life.
Be the sword, like hold the sword wisely, like Joan of Arc, like
Yes.
wisely use sword.
And thank you everybody for being here with me and Angelo Adrien. I am on
Thank
here,
you.
Divine Encounters, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for a story time. And of course, your midweek check-in with the collective energy of the rest of the week. Join me on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time and receive your individual horoscope blessing predictions for the week every Sunday and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Divine Encounters. And you can also find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, Android TV, and Apple TV, as well as rewatch this here on Facebook. Don't forget to comment at the bottom, because you'll have an opportunity to win your question being answered for next week. And if you have a Divine Encounter story that you want to share or want to be hosted on my show, please email me at divineencounters@e360tv.com, and I will send you an intake form. We have Daphne here. Everybody is sending you love. Everyone is sending you
Thank
happy
you.
hearts. And Alyssa says, you are so on point. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Thank you, everybody, for being here, of course. May your week be excellent. Continue to create divine experience. Above all else, from me, may you always go in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, love thyself, and remember the divine always has
Your back.
Ciao.
Thank you.
I am the oracle of Apollo. Come plant seeds with me. This guidance is to follow, healing ourselves.